Welcome to GNL Fight Night, our first edition. We are in the preseason of GNL Season 8, and we are here for our main event of the evening. We have SoftIceCream, our human champion, versus fourthAge, our orc conqueror. Heading on over to the tail of the tape, we have SoftIceCream. On the left, you can see his stats. You can see his orc statistics looking pretty good against orc. And we do have fourthAge, our orc opponent, both players in the 1300 MMR range. Both looking to best the other player. And we'll see how our opponents do as our best of 3 series gets started on Tidehunters. So an ancient rivalry here, not only between our two players, but between these two races. Human and orc have been battling it out since the first war, and now they have chosen two conquerors, fourthAge and SoftIceCream, to represent them. And here we are, as expected, no surprises here. The Farseer Headhunter build so effective against human. SoftIceCream, a nice base build. Going with the Archmage first. Easy mode if you're in the chat. SoftIceCream has a nice base build to copy right here. Has the tower in a very defensive position for the Farseer Headhunters. I typically like to put mine right here. A little more offensive, keep the wolves out. But this is very nice. It does protect all of your peasants. The ones in the lumber, the ones in the gold, the ones on the adjacent lumber file. SoftIceCream has a lot of experience in this matchup. He knows this is where he needs to place his arcane tower for maximum effectiveness. Pulling the boys. He's going to head on over to the western camp and split creep. So SoftIceCream doing a lot of training on this map. Knows what he needs to do to get the fast level 2. He knows how important fast level 2 is against Farseer Headhunters. We'll get the level 2 with the split creep. Meanwhile, the Farseer heading on down, going to snipe one of the green camps of SoftIceCream as well. And the fast level 2 awarded to the Archmage. That's going to help out tremendously in this Farseer Headhunter push that is inevitably about to come. SoftIceCream now looking for the Farseer, wondering where he could be. Usually in this matchup, you see the Farseer by this point. Farseer wanders on down with his army of Headhunters, and here they come. Headhunter production has started and is continuing. Meanwhile, the Tier 2 tech underway. SoftIceCream, as soon as he has enough lumber, I'm sure will be joining in the Tier 2 tech as well. SoftIceCream also knows how important it is to get fast level 3 if possible in this matchup. Those level 2 water elementals do so much damage and last so long against the Headhunters. But here, right on time, is the Farseer and the Wolves, and gonna need to get repairs up on that Arcane Tower. That Arcane Tower is one of the most important components in your defense. Fortunately, a late repair, and this is gonna cost you an Arcane Tower. But now the boys are here, the footies are here, the Archmage will soon be there as well, close to level 3. A couple kills from fourthAge's army will get you to level 3. fourthAge knows he's got to be cautious here, doesn't want to overextend, feels he has a good lead, but is quite behind in hero experience. Going to need to try to turn the battle around and close the gap between the hero levels.
Player's forces are under attack.
SoftIceCream taking quite a bit of damage on his Archmage. Gonna need to be careful. TP's out just in time, but is very weak. Now has to be ready for the counterattack. Usually in this matchup, don't want to TP too late because the Farseer could just walk into your base and finish the job. Now with no Arcane Tower, it's going to be extremely difficult to hold this off. Wolves already sicked onto the Archmage. Farseer Headhunters now going to be focusing the Archmage next. Once this Archmage falls with one more auto attack, it's going to be incredibly difficult, and the Wolf is going to finish off the job. Farseer gets level 2. And I would say SoftIceCream, he is down, but he is not out. He can make a comeback from this. He has plenty of peasants still. Tier 2 is on the way, Archmage being revived. If he can get an Arcane Tower back up, focus, just push the Farseer and the Headhunters out of the base, he can make a comeback. Gonna lose a couple footmen as well. Now with 4 Headhunters here, this is going to be tough. Checking back onto the macro of fourthAge, has the Tauren Chieftain coming out. Targeting the altar, really wants to avoid this Archmage coming out and being a nuisance. Chain Lightning now available, but that is finally some breathing room for SoftIceCream. No more mana on the Farseer. Won't be enough time. He's going to need to get some repair onto that, and unfortunately a lot of surface area being blocked by his own footmen and the Wolves. Peasants not able to get back, and there will be enough time to get this Archmage out. Oh, Archmage unfortunately spawned in one of the worst positions.
A player's forces are under attack.
But might be able to... Oh, if he was able to block off that Farseer, could have forced the TP home. That would have given him the breathing room he needed to make all the momentum back that he needed. Might be able to solidify this Headhunter kill, and will be able to with one more auto attack. Gets the level 3 he's looking for, and just like that, SoftIceCream is potentially back in this game. And may be able to hold off another attack, but is well behind in macro right now. Fortunately for SoftIceCream, fourthAge has a late Spirit Lodge coming up. No Bestiary. So that is something, a silver lining to all of this for SoftIceCream. And now going to get harassed again. A nice time creep jack by fourthAge. Again, expends the last of the mana. Might want to get a deny on this footman. Unfortunately, going to be claimed. And level 3 going to get granted to the Farseer. Farseer now choosing level 2 Feral Spirits. Going to start going to town on the barracks. Trying to power build this Sanctum. Trying to get priests out. Trying to stabilize the army. Mountain King is now out. This is quite a nice addition to the army. Also could consider Panda. Panda really coming into the fold against Farseer Headhunters and proving quite effective. Can you get a surround on the Tauren Chieftain? SoftIceCream just about to lock in the surround. Almost sealed it with the Mountain King, but the Tauren Chieftain did find just a little sliver to escape from. Mountain King could be the one that turns the tide of this battle. Just focus firing the Tauren Chieftain. He does have a potion of healing, is going to use it, but the Tauren Chieftain now able to use the Cloak of Shadows, going to hide just in time. Footmen have defend, now starting to make some surface area onto these Headhunters. And the defend footies now able to take 2 down, maybe even 4. Not sure if that 4th Headhunter went down. Looks like it did not, and instead a footman fell. But SoftIceCream, you're very much in this game. And a little bit of a late tech, a little bit of a late Bestiary, and late Spirit Lodge may be what SoftIceCream needs to come back. Now, what does fourthAge need to do? If he were Hitman, what Hitman would do is he would send the Farseer to go keep an eye on SoftIceCream, try to snipe creeps, be a nuisance, and creep up the Tauren Chieftain with the remainder of the army. That's the Hitman style. So you could choose to do that, or you could choose to harass again. But I feel at this point you must get the Tauren Chieftain. You have to start out-leveling the Mountain King. If the Mountain King shows up at that next battle with level 3 and you're still level 2 or level 1, even worse, that could turn the whole game around. And fourthAge giving the Hitman style a little attempt, taking a look while the Tauren Chieftain solo creeps up the shop. Mountain King also getting very close to level 2 as well. SoftIceCream looking to get some more done. Thank you very much, Giannis BD2, for the follow. SoftIceCream looking to get the Mountain King to level 2. He is going to find it, but the Archmage soaking up a little XP as well. Mountain King going to take a little bit longer to get to level 3. Torrent Chieftain and Mountain King. Torrent Chieftain a little bit ahead, and now the barracks under attack, under assault. As the second Arcane Sanctum is coming up behind this. Don't have much more of a need for the barracks, but it was a pivotal line of defense in between the Orc army and the building you really need, the Arcane Sanctum. Rank 1 Priest coming out. We do see players like Todd, I believe, getting 2-3 Priests before the upgrade, so we do see 2. Purge now being cast onto the Archmage. Archmage backing up footies, trying to get some surface area onto the Headhunters. A nice war stop on a couple footies. In return, a Thunderclap, only able to get a couple Berserkers now. And the Shaman. First Berserker falls. Dispel now available for the Priest, going to clean up the Feral Spirits. Torrent Chieftain getting some nice surface area onto the footies, and the first Raider is now on the field. Second Shaman falls. Now no more Purges available as this Shaman is out of mana. SoftIceCream may have defended this for the time being, but the Raider going to ensnare a footy and try to close this kill as fourthAge smells blood and wants to get back in to secure these footman kills. Defend's not going to help you in this place. Ensnare too strong right now. Priest looking to heal up all the remaining army, getting some good healing onto the Water Elementals, but a nice war stop followed up by a Chain Lightning, going to be able to seal the deal on 2 of those Priests. Mountain King is here. Torrent Chieftain does have a heal scroll and an invuln pot. He's not going to be able to seal the deal on the Torrent Chieftain yet. Pops the invulnerability, and the remainder of Ice Cream's army is falling. Might be able to close the deal. Stormbolt on the Torrent Chieftain is going to be able to kill the Torrent Chieftain, but at what cost? The cost of most of his army also closes the Shaman kills, so SoftIceCream making the most out of a crummy situation for him. Going to lose the altar as well. Has breakers coming out now, going to be very helpful against the Torrent Chieftain. A nice thunderclap from the Mountain King, but the Wolves and the Berserkers going to work on the Mountain King. No shop in immediate range. Going to get ensnared, needs to get a heal pot and needs to get healed up. Bought 2 of them. One for now, one for later. Torrent Chieftain is back, got bought back at the tavern. And this is going to make this battle that much tougher to perform in. Pops off the first heal pot, surrounded and ensnared. Mountain King is gone. Just an Archmage remains for SoftIceCream, and now the Torrent Chieftain getting the mana back, going to have a war stop soon enough. Still has the Scroll of Speed, still has the Scroll of Healing, trying to ensnare and lock down the Archmage, but the Archmage finds a way out.
Forces are under attack.
No altar to revive from, but I don't believe you need an altar to revive at the tavern, so SoftIceCream may be heading to the tavern to get the Mountain King back.
The town is under siege.
Mountain King has returned, is back on the battlefield. SoftIceCream making his final stand right now. Has the breakers pooled in the back. Doesn't want to lose them until the time is right. Needs to wait until the heroes are here and can fight all at once. Calling all the boys, but fourthAge is here. Has enough mana for a war stop. Has soon enough mana for a Chain Lightning, and that's going to help seal the deal on this Archmage potentially. Needs to be very careful. Very exposed. Archmage in the front, backing off. Now Farseer chasing it down, trying to save the Chain Lightning for it. There is the ensnare, and here comes the Chain Lightning. Down goes the Archmage, and soon we'll follow the Mountain King with the war stop. fourthAge trying to close this one out, but the Mountain King had another potion in the back pocket. And we'll see what SoftIceCream can pull out right now. Has a little glimmer of hope left if he can get that Archmage back. Doesn't have the altar. Gonna need to run to the tavern and do it the expensive way, but unfortunately this is going to be the end for the Mountain King. GG is called, and game 1 goes to Mr. fourthAge. GG, well played. fourthAge had what it took, even with the slower tech, the slower bestiary, and Spirit Lodge was able to get it done. Very well done. SoftIceCream going to need to make a couple adjustments. Would love to see from him a little bit cleaner of a creep route. Did get the split creep, but I think got a little bit too greedy with that third creep, the orange creep. And that put you in a bad position. Also, a very late repair on that arcane tower. Got to get that repaired up as soon as possible. That arcane tower falling was likely the X factor. So if we can get that arcane tower repaired and the creeping a little bit quicker, losing less footies, taking less damage, would have been in a great position to defend that Farseer push. Very well played by both opponents. fourthAge 1-0 right now in the best of 3. Players are ready. That's right, we got the big-time Kaiser team logo. Just going to go right back to the tail of the tape while we are waiting. Both players preparing, thinking about what they need to do. SoftIceCream strategizing, thinking about what he's got to do differently this time to be able to take advantage of fourthAge. Both players ready to go. SoftIceCream thinking about it in the loading screen. What will he do differently this time? fourthAge also going to bring his all. Has the Farseer Headhunter push mastered. And is going to touch up those tier 2 timings to be even deadlier. And we're going to go to game 2. And we're going to do game 2 on Shallow Grave. GLHF going out to both opponents. SoftIceCream, but he already knows what's coming. Everyone knows what's coming. Your mom knows what's coming. Your dad knows what's coming. Your grandma knows what's coming. Everybody knows what's coming, and it's the Farseer Headhunters. There it is. So we'll be curious to see. You do have the advantage of the mercenary camp. If you do get this first, you will have the Shadow Priest, will help out significantly with the Wolves. Also, if you can keep that Arcane Tower up, you're going to have a very strong early game. If you can keep those footies alive, keep the micro solid, you do have a chance. And if you could push the game into the mid to late game, you have a very strong chance. It's the beginning game that's incredibly difficult. But if you can get that down, you have it. Has the defensive scout tower placed down again, the arcane tower. Next time, just need to see this repaired a little bit quicker. fourthAge has the Farseer coming out. Would also love to see his tier 2 buildings built a little bit quicker. We did see the late Spirit Lodge, the late Bestiary. So this wasn't even fourthAge's final form. Farseer is out, heading across the map. Will he go for the direct harass? SoftIceCream going to go for the easier orange camp. Doesn't want to tempt fate. Doesn't want to go for the Merc camp just yet. Merc camp is much more difficult. SoftIceCream knows he can't kill the Renegade Wizard with the Lightning Shield. Gonna head back, get it killed. Unfortunately gets the Ring of Todd. Not going to get the help he needs against this Farseer Headhunter push, but will have the Arcane Tower up again. This is the cornerstone of the human defense. Here comes fourthAge, getting a lot of damage done onto the Water Elemental, bringing back the injured Spirit Wolves. Next Spirit Wolf under attack. No Headhunters yet to be seen. fourthAge in his very early attack resummons the Wolves, getting some more damage done onto the Water Elementals. SoftIceCream is going to be able to take one down, finally get some experience. Is that much closer to level 2. If he can get another wolf kill, will have the level 2. And that'll be a big power spike for the Archmage, able to summon many, many more Water Elementals. Does get the level 2. Brilliance Aura now out. And now we'll have more and more Water Elementals to help with this defense. Arcane Tower in good position. Barracks ready. Defend, being trained. 4-footy defend training. Love to see it. Checking on fourthAge's macro as well. Tier 2 actually a little bit behind SoftIceCream, so Tier 2 usually would be a little bit ahead on the Orc side. So this could be a big advantage for SoftIceCream if he could take advantage of it. Needs to get that Mountain King out, or even better, I would think, a Panda. If I were you, I would definitely experiment with the Panda. A lot of humans been having a lot of success with the Panda against the Farseer Headhunters. It is fourthAge who gets the Shadow Priest. The Shadow Priest going to be very helpful against the Water Elementals. Trying to get that level 2. SoftIceCream now smells blood and wants to be the aggressor, and that's kind of what you have to do as the human player. You want to try to put the aggression back onto the Orc, force the Orc back onto their side of the map. Has Defend now able to reflect some of these piercing damage back, but focus firing onto the Farseer. Farseer taking quite a bit of damage. Farseer now in dangerous territory, only 50 health. Now in danger of having to spend a TP, but will ultimately be pushed back. And now SoftIceCream has the breathing room and may want to consider creeping some of these greens, get level 3, and then even maybe push some of these burrows in. SoftIceCream feeling that he has some of the momentum right now. Finally able to push that Orc player back. Farseer is just 1 kill away, and now SoftIceCream putting the pressure on the Orc, not allowing him to creep. fourthAge has to respect this, has to fall back. The Voodoo Lounge not up yet, so can't buy any salves at the moment, and now the creep camp is SoftIceCream's to take. Very well executed. The game is definitely going much better in the direction of SoftIceCream. This time, fourthAge soon will have access to the salves that he so desperately needs to get back into this game. All right, SoftIceCream has the level 3. He has what he needs to do an early push now. 38 supply to 38 supply. It's all evened up. The footies will have Defend as well. Defend is engaged, pushing the Headhunters back. The Shadow Hunter is the hero of choice. Mountain King also the hero of choice for SoftIceCream. SoftIceCream going to back off for the time being. Has enough mana for a level 3 level 2 water elemental, but doesn't want to push in the burrows just yet. Feels like that's an overextension. That would probably be correct. A Grunt coming out from fourthAge. Nice addition to the army. Going to help out with the front line quite a bit. Grunts have so much health and definitely throw off some of the focus on the Farseer Headhunters. SoftIceCream going to work on the turtle camps now. Going to be able to claim one of the nice items. Wand of Illusion going to help out quite a bit. Can illusion some of the footmen. Can illusion your Archmage as well. Going to send the illusion to Archmage to go scout. The Mountain King is now out and ready to get crept up to level 2. Arcane Sanctum coming. Double thrown down. Although not going to see a Tauren Chieftain this time. All right, SoftIceCream trying to steal some of fourthAge's creeps. fourthAge, I'm not sure if he sees this. He probably does, but not in a position to take. 38 supply to 41 supply. fourthAge has the supply advantage. Mountain King joining the battle. We'd have loved to see the Mountain King pick up a couple items before coming on down. Heal pot, a couple mana pots, maybe even a scroll of regen as well. fourthAge going to work on to the Water Elemental. Mountain King in position to get some Storm Bolts. Going to focus on the Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest of fourthAge needs to be careful. Storm bolted down. Going to be able to cancel. Oh, but first the Mountain King falls due to Chain Lightning. A lot of focus fire from the Headhunters. Illusions popped, and the footies are now coming under fire from the Headhunters. Headhunters also getting traded back and forth. Headhunters for footmen, but now it looks like the Headhunters and the Grunts have the advantage. SoftIceCream's going to need to back off here. He's overstayed his welcome. Heal Wave, unfortunately, didn't connect to any of the remaining units. This unit was too far away. So one of the grunts not going to be able to get part of the heal. But you still have the level 4 Archmage. Breakers now coming out as well as the priests. Mountain King being revived as well. And the illusioned Archmage going to try to be a nuisance to the level 2, level 3 combination of fourthAge. And SoftIceCream does steal the item. Very nice pickup there by the Archmage. That's going to help give him some of the momentum that he lost. And now the supply gap is closing. Just 2 headhunters and a grunt. One of them now ensnared. SOB being dropped in the chat. And that was a big pickup by SoftIceCream that definitely swung the pendulum back into his side. If not ever so slightly. Alright, SoftIceCream looking to get the level 2 Mountain King. Needs to get him prepped up. Needs to out-creep the Shadow Hunter if possible. The Thunderclap or the Bash, whatever he chooses, is going to be a very important level 2 addition to the Mountain King. Meanwhile, fourthAge has his sights set on the level 2 heal wave. Hex going to be a very important addition to the fourthAge army. Has the level 2 Wolves. Going to be invaluable. Checking on the tech timings. The Tauren, the Walkers coming out. Going to go with the Spirit Wave. Spirit Link.
Are under attack.
No Raiders at the moment. Raiders so valuable for Ensnare. Also forces everyone to respect a base race. Forces you to respect any sort of hit and run that you're doing at the main base as well. SoftIceCream really looking to get this Mountain King up to level 3 if possible. Gonna get that much closer with this creep camp. The Shadow Hunter falling a little bit behind in hero XP due to sharing the XP with the Farseer. And now SoftIceCream has the XP lead and the supply advantage. Just like that, seeing the game turn around, has Spirit Link going to be able to help these headhunters stay alive longer? Needs the tier 3, needs to get the Berserker upgrade. And potentially even a couple Raiders to help out as well. Curious to see if we will see some Tauren transition from fourthAge as well. Mountain King sure to get level 3 from this. Does get it and will be taking. See if we get Thunderclap. We do see Thunderclap. The problem, or the difficult thing here, is the heal wave potential. Level 2 heal wave can kind of counter the Thunderclap, so it is tough. Breath of Fire a little bit stronger with the Drunken Haze, the Dot. But Thunderclap can be nice to close the gap and solidify some of those Berserker kills. And if you're fourthAge, you need to be watching out for that. Try to keep your units spread. Don't keep them clumped up. Keep the Spirit Link active. Maybe even bring some peons to share Spirit Link health with. And he is going to transition into Tauren. Breakers well equipped to deal with Tauren. They don't get affected by Pulverize. SoftIceCream thinking about mounting an attack on the main base. All right, SoftIceCream has the first Tauren in his sights. Would love to get a surround locked in on that Tauren. That's a big loss for fourthAge if he can kill this Tauren. Tauren not being microed back only at the last second. Has 30% health and needs to be a little careful. Now entering the battle is the main army of fourthAge. fourthAge is here. Heal wave goes out. Spirit Link is out. Berserker's in compromised position. They're very exposed in the front, and now the Tauren's still in the front. Pops the speed scroll to get into a more defensive position. SoftIceCream not going anywhere. Feels like he has the advantage. Drops the heal ward in the back. Mountain King has plenty of mana. Tauren also trying to make its way back to the back line. Chain Lightning going off, and the Wolves have been stolen via control magic from the Breakers. Now the Wolves turning on the Orc army. 59 supply to 48 supply. SoftIceCream has the unit advantage. Tauren have been raised up by the Wand of the Wind. Wand of the Wind, still another charge. Would love to see another Tauren. Watch out for the focus fire on the Mountain King. Mountain King does not have much health left. Needs to be careful. More focus fire onto the Mountain King from the Berserkers. Archmage pulls the Ripcord, is going to get on out of here with 64 supply. And I would say the winner of this battle is SoftIceCream, minimizing the losses, maximizing the kills. And if he could have collected that Tauren as well, if you're fourthAge, you need to get back to creeping immediately if you can. This red camp is up for grabs. Need to start taking some of these big items, going for bigger plays. SoftIceCream currently has the advantage with the supply and the hero advantage. Not to mention the resource advantage. So SoftIceCream did what he had to get done. Prevented fourthAge from discovering the Expo. Going tier 3. Maybe going to add a couple knights. Looks like he's power building the lumber mill to do so. Has the Paladin, and the Knights are coming out. Knights very strong against the Berserkers. They have the Sundering Blades. Have seen some Knight play from time to time. Sometimes it's rare that the game even gets to this point. A lot of these Orc-Human matchups do end on the earlier side, as the Orc push is so strong. Tiny Great Hall going down. fourthAge going to match. We have a reveal going off. Not sure where it was. But someone revealed something. I don't believe it was an Expo that was revealed. Paladin level 1 has the Holy Light. That's going to help with some of the damage output of fourthAge. Scroll of Healing is bought. Has one more Scroll of Healing in the shop. Doesn't want to wait any longer. Needs to start making some moves as the army of fourthAge increasing in power, increasing in size. 58 supply now. But a little bit behind in economy. About 2,000 gold behind. SoftIceCream with an additional peon peasant at the gold mine. Needs to get back and think about defending this. No towers here to help with the defense. SoftIceCream, is he going to TP back? Is he going to walk back? Doesn't look like he's going to TP. Looks like he's just going to walk it on back. The fourthAge has the TP, has the scroll speed, is going to easily be able to get back out of here once SoftIceCream shows up. Needs to think about preserving this Town Hall. This Town Hall is what's going to be keeping him in the game. Blizzard retrain. Going to be really nice damage onto the backline of these Berserkers. Berserkers need to back off. Frontline Breakers in the face of the Tauren. Pulverize ineffective against them. Stormbolt onto the Tauren, but a nice counter heal wave going off. Chain Lightning going off, trying to kill as many units as possible. Looks like the first casualty almost was a Knight, but Holy Lighted back up immediately. Blizzard going off onto the back line. 52 supply to 74 supply. fourthAge trying to make a comeback here. Does snipe some of the casters, but the Blizzard's so powerful, going to be able to close some of these Headhunter kills. Right now, 2 Headhunters fall, courtesy of the Blizzard. Knights also getting some surface area onto the Headhunters as well. Paladin getting so many clutch heals off. Another, and a nice staff by the Archmage onto that Knight, and it sends fourthAge home packing. SoftIceCream has the Expo still up, but is no longer mining. Trains 5 peasants immediately, and now SoftIceCream needs to think about what's next. You still have the red camp up here. Might be a nice opportunity to go and grab that item before the army of fourthAge makes a return. And after that, you might need to start thinking about ending this game. Transitioning into Griffins as well. So almost the Noah's Ark army here. Has the Griffins, has the Knights, has the Breakers. 2 Sorks, a Priest. Looks like we're paused on Knights. Peons coming over. Maybe going to chop some trees, build some towers over here as well. Has plenty of lumber, can definitely pull them off. Going to repair, very nice. Attention to detail here. Going to hit the mercenary shop, maybe. But instead going to hit the orc. You have the big supply advantage. You can see that with this army. Not much of the army was rebuilt just yet. fourthAge a little lumber starved at the moment, but should be okay. Gonna take out the Tauren Totem. No more Taurens, no more Spirit Walkers, and that's gonna be a big kill for SoftIceCream. Now going to go and supply block via a burrow kill as well. Gonna pull out, gonna get to a more defensive position as fourthAge back and forth, taunting SoftIceCream, forcing him into a more defensive position. SoftIceCream, with his experience, knows there might be an Expo up, but I believe they might not have vision. There might be a Fog of War here. I think he just sees it now and is going to press this Expo in. We'll see how much damage he can get done before he needs to get into a more defensive position. Focus firing onto the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter also focus firing in. Does get a Stormbolt onto the Tauren. Gonna try to get a Tauren kill and will help with the Griffin magic damage. Paladin moving on forward, and the army of SoftIceCream just totally moving in on the Orc army. Blizzard unaffected. Spellbreakers unaffected. Moving on in. Hex on some of the human units. Now focus fire onto the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter pulls off the invulnerability pot. One knight falling low, gets holy lighted up immediately. 63 supply to 58 supply. fourthAge is closing the gap. A nice thunderclap by the Mountain King. Mountain King trying to get more storm bolts off. Now Blizzard going off onto the Tauren. The Tauren dealing a lot of damage to this human army. One Tauren is going to fall. It's so low on health, but the Mountain King is too. Mountain King in danger right now. Does get holy lighted out, but the chain lightning finishes off the Paladin. And just like that, fourthAge has closed the gap and is now ahead in supply. 53 to 56, but a lot of that's in production. So I think just a couple micro mishaps there, but this could help out a lot if you could close the Expo, shut the Expo down. This could be the X factor for SoftIceCream for the long play. Has plenty of resources, has plenty of gold, plenty of lumber, plenty of supply. But I feel like right now you got to get out. You cannot win this battle. fourthAge has the stronger army at this moment in this location. Uh-oh, Hex onto the Mountain King. The staff is there. Nice usage of the staff from the Archmage. SoftIceCream, good attention to detail there. Not forgetting the crucial items he has in the inventory. Purge going off via the Lightning Orb. Double Lightning Orb, and that's going to cost a Griffin and a Spellbreaker. Big losses there. May need to start thinking about a Gyro transition if you're SoftIceCream. There's just so many Wyverns in play right now, or a couple Dragonhawks, which we do see coming now. 3 of these bad boys will minimize and negate that. Mountain King about to be back on the field. Knights back as well. The Expo fully back and operational for the Orc player. fourthAge now returning the Expo harassment favor to SoftIceCream. And the Peasants potentially thinking about going to Expo in the northeast. SoftIceCream getting into position. Knights leading the charge. Couple wounded Spellbreakers also in the mix. Still no defenses at the Expo. Would love to see some defenses. Chain Lightning immediately on one of the Dragonhawk Riders. No aerial shackles. Finally gets an aerial shackle off on one of the Wyverns, and a Holy Light going to be able to negate and keep that Wyvern ensnared. But a lot of focus fire on to the Dragonhawk Riders, freeing up the aerial shackled Wyvern. Nice Stormbolt on to the Spirit Walker, who is in ethereal form. Going to be able to close out this kill on this Grunt. That's also a nice pick off. fourthAge returning in kind, picking off the Peasants. 55 to 53 supply. fourthAge pulling the units back. wants control over this red camp. This is a huge red camp right now. This could turn the whole game around, and both players going to think about fighting over this. Nice shockwave from the Ogre Lord, dealing tons of damage to the Knights. Knights already so injured right now. You would really love to have level 2 Holy Light, wouldn't you, right now? fourthAge thinking about the battle, stocking up on all of the big items. Khadgar's Pipe, unfortunately not the item you're looking for the Paladin. Gonna get that sold immediately, if you can. But I believe a lot of the good items were probably bought up. And now Griffin getting caught out of position. Rallied units getting caught out of position. Really going to hurt SoftIceCream here as he's going to fall behind in supply. Sorcerer's great choice, but unfortunately going to pay the price for being a little bit out of position. And the reinforcements caught by fourthAge. And fourthAge, I believe, took down 3 or 4 reinforcements there. A Griffin and 2 Sorks, I believe. SoftIceCream has enough for the invuln pot. Need to get this Khadgar's Pipe sold. You could have bought an invuln pot for that. That would be a big deal in this next battle. 45 supply now for SoftIceCream. SoftIceCream falling a little bit behind. Blizzard going out onto the air. It's hitting the Wyverns, dealing a ton of damage to the Wyverns. The Dragonhawk Riders falling immediately. Now the Archmage being targeted, but the Blizzard still in effect. Knights trying to focus down the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter taking quite a bit of damage, but the Archmage falls, level 5. That's a huge loss for SoftIceCream. Unfortunately for him, he's going to be able to close and even the kill and get the Shadowhunter, but now level 6 for the Farseer. Earthquake is now in play. So a level 5 Archmage for a level 5 Shadowhunter. Would have loved to keep that Archmage alive. Would have loved to keep that Shadowhunter alive. Both big losses for the respective competitors. fourthAge going to camp the tavern. It's going to wait to have the resources. Has gold coming in, a lot of it. SoftIceCream has none. So this could be the dagger on the throat of SoftIceCream. The Earthquake going to make quick work of the last Town Hall that is near a gold mine. Have the castle back here, but the gold mines have run out at the main base. We are at the 26-minute mark. And the 38 supply army of SoftIceCream now in an act of desperation, heading across Shallowgrave. Epic. That is one way to describe it. Absolutely epic showdown. SoftIceCream trying to damage the economy of fourthAge. fourthAge, I believe, got the Shadowhunter back. Just got enough economy, so just a little, too late. From SoftIceCream. SoftIceCream now in immediate danger. Chain Lightning, so much damage potential from this army of fourthAge. fourthAge has the Wyverns. Going to be able to attack from the skies. The Paladin MK, not sure if they can carry against a unit comp this strong. 52 supply. Does get another kill on the Shadowhunter. Again, SoftIceCream doing everything he can. And a nice Holy Light just in time. Gonna pass the TP, pick it back up. MK's gonna TP out, and MK's gonna get out of here. Incredible. MK, the carry of the game. Whew. My gosh. Has the Archmage back. But still down severely in supply. Neither player is mining at the moment. Has the level 6 Farseer, but only one hero. He is one surround away from being killed. And this army is very capable of doing it.
A town is under siege. Forces are under attack.
fourthAge is here, trying to finally, once and for all, put the nail in the coffin of SoftIceCream, but SoftIceCream does not want to go out like that. One Wyvern going to fall, Blizzard going to help. And now we're down to 43 supply versus 29 supply. Focus fire onto the Archmage. Archmage has a town portal. May need to use it. Oh my gosh, and the Chain Lightning so strong. A lot of focus fire on the Farseer. Farseer has the TP out. Does he have a Holy Light for the MK? He does have a Holy Light for the MK. The MK survives again. No altar, though. No altar. No gold. No peasants. Actually, one peasant capable of long-distance mining. 2 peons mining. And this game is going to the bitter, bitter end. We are now at the 30-minute mark. I don't think I've ever been in a 30-minute game. I don't even know what you do at this point. Right now, I think #1 goal for any player is get some sort of economy. And it looks like fourthAge has it. fourthAge has a big advantage right now in that he's actually mining. But that's soon going to not be the case. The Knights are back. Has 1 peon left on lumber. The town portal is on the Archmage right now, which is not being revived. Vicious Chain Lightning going off. Holy Light onto the Knights. Knights trying to stand their ground, but not going to be able to against the Sky presence of the Wind Riders. Pops the Invulnerability Potion on the Farseer. Farseer going to be alive for the next 7 seconds. All the Knights have now been destroyed. It now is just Mountain King and Paladin. The dynamic duo, and there must be 2 peons somewhere, because there's a 12 supply presence for SoftIceCream. We have 1 peasant. Oh, and the other one's up here. Okay.
Players' forces are under attack.
2 peasants, 2 heroes, and a dream. And a Holy Light. No more mana, no Brilliance Aura to help. The Archmage got targeted. The Staff, the Claws, the TP, all the really juicy items on the Archmage. Paladin has an Invuln pot in the inventory. No gold. fourthAge is the only one mining still. And I believe that is going to be the sole reason he's going to win this match. SoftIceCream calls it at the 32-minute mark. He didn't say GG, he just said he loses. There's the GG, and what an incredible match by fourthAge and SoftIceCream. Looks like SoftIceCream, you're very welcome. Thank you for participating in a great match, a 32-minute showstopper. What a game. What a series. There is your winner of the series, fourthAge. Very well done. We're going to go to you in just a second in the winner interview. Let's get Mr. fourthAge on the line. Where are you? Here you are. All right, we're giving him a call. We'll see if he picks up. Hopefully he picks up. Not sure if he has a mic. If he doesn't have a mic, then we might not be able to do one. Let me check the... Mr. fourthAge. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I think I lost your webcam, unfortunately. but that's okay. Can you still hear us? Oh, we've lost connection.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, fourthAge, what are your thoughts? That was an epic showdown between you and one of your great buddies, SoftIceCream. What are your just initial thoughts coming out of that best of 3? Fortunately, I think having some technical difficulties. See if we can get Mr. fourthAge on the line. If not, might just have to reschedule our winner's interview for another time. Oh, we got try to get our player 2 back. He's trying to fix some things on his end as well. All right, so we got our camera back. Now let's work on getting the audio back. I'm going to end the call and try to reconnect. Hey, I reconnected. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Oh, perfect. So fourthAge, very well done. Great game played.
Thanks.
What were you thinking going into that match? How did you prepare, and how do you typically prepare against human?
Well, so I've been struggling a lot with human matchup lately. It was originally the matchup I did the best in by harassing and just constant pressure with Farseer headhunters. I mean, that's what they're good at. But then I kind of went away from it. The instant harass. I was watching pro streams and also experiencing like going down there and getting there, and I'm level 1.0 and they're almost 2, and feeling like I was really behind because of that, and due to like bad hunter control and not fully understanding what I'm supposed to be doing, like what my objective is when I go to harass him, and how important those headhunters are once my second hero comes out. I was just misplaying that phase of the game. And so just recently, in fact, just before I played SoftIceCream in the Fountain of Manor playoffs, I had been doing a bunch of studying, but I couldn't find anyone to practice with, and I just wasn't having luck on ladder. But all the research I had done about just harassing and keeping those headhunters alive and how important that was came to fruition, and I had good luck in that series against SoftIceCream there after, him basically wiping the floor with me in most of the matches we'd done prior to that. And it worked again tonight. The first game especially, obviously the harass was really strong. The second game, I was trying to get to steal his priest and use that dispel to help with the water elemental. I haven't really played a lot with the Shadow Priest, so I didn't necessarily know what I was doing. It kind of did what I wanted it to do, but it also kind of threw off my harass. I realized in the first game, I think I was kind of lucky because I caught him like in the middle of a creep, so that's what made my harass so good. But that second game, it's once human gets to mid game, they're so strong, it can get out of hand fast. So it was kind of just survive and I was just making it up as I went at that point.
Absolutely. And with that Shadow Priest, do you think it threw you off because of your supply count or your resources? Why do you think adding the Shadow Priest threw it off a little bit?
It wasn't a supply count or a resource thing. I made sure I had enough for that. And usually around that phase of the game, your resources are okay. Like you can easily swap a priest for a headhunter, or I didn't think it was going to set me back. I think it was more that it's hard to get to that water elemental. And so like my priest immediately ended up in danger. I didn't realize the creeps woke up when I purchased him. And so he was already at half health. And I sent him in to dispel that water elemental. I think it looked like it took 2. So I got 1 in, and then I was like running for my life to try to keep him alive, just to not like immediately buy and lose him. And it kind of set my harass back. And so then I went ahead and grabbed a creep right away, but then I had to find him because he was gone. And it's tough when you lose track of someone, especially for me, as I don't know creep routes that well, especially on Shallow Grave, since I've played that so much less than other maps. I was I thought of the Shadow Priest thing while I was making dinner tonight, and I decided it would be fun to try. So that's kind of why I went that route. I don't know if I'd do it again, or at least have to figure out kind of how it actually works.
And when you play against human, would you rather see a Mountain King second or a Panda second? I might have lost you there. Try to rejoin the call. Hey, I rejoined. Can you hear me okay? Uh-oh. Oh, now I almost heard you. Unfortunately, some technical difficulties. Going to try to get him back in on the call and get some of these questions answered. Very curious. Might be having just a couple net issues. We'll give him a couple minutes to see how if he makes a comeback. Hey, I think I hear you again.
I think I'm back. Yeah, I don't. For some reason, if I click on that tab so I can see myself in the camera, it like breaks things. So I just won't touch anything.
Oh, it's okay. Your cam was kind of off for most of this anyway. Not a big deal. Okay. We saw you for the whole game. You look great, by the way.
Thanks.
Absolutely. So when you're playing human, do you fear more the Panda or the Mountain King second?
So I see Mountain King more often, and I have more trouble with Mountain King because honestly, I think I lose track of him because he's so small, and he looks like a footy, and therefore he ends up into my headhunters more often, and I get slammed or whatever. And whereas Panda, I can see him coming a mile away, and I know to stay away, and so I'm already running, and I feel like I lose track of the Mountain King, and all of a sudden he's like right in the middle of my casters and my headhunters, and I'm getting destroyed. So I struggle with him more for that reason more than anything else.
Gotcha. And you went Tauren Chieftain first, but second, and Shadowhunter second in the second game. Why did you pick those respective heroes second in each map?
So I usually go Tauren Chieftain if I'm if I'm gonna play like Raiders, like a bestiary, and maybe or maybe not go to tier 3. And when I play Shadowhunter, I intend to go to tier 3 with Walkers and then Tauren, and then usually a TC as a third hero. I just didn't have the resources to do it in that last game, even though it went so long. I think it worked out okay because Shadowhunter got really strong. I got to level 3 heal. Obviously, I didn't have him for the end of the game because we were so resource stricken, but it actually worked out to have a level 6 and eventually level 7 Farseer because Earthquake came in handy when it came to just hit and running that expo and taking it out before he got there, because I was kind of in a place where I couldn't really fight him and I had to kind of whittle him down, and especially with Farseer basically becomes useless when he has breakers because wolves are such a big part of the army. But once I was trying to get rid of those breakers so I could use wolves again because wolves are so strong in that situation.
Very good. And a great game, too. One of the longer games I've seen. It hit the 33-minute mark, so I'm sure you're exhausted. We'll let you get back to your normal life. But any final words? You and SoftIceCream are on the same team. Any final words for your team? Any final words for any of our viewers tonight? I'm
really looking forward to the new season. I'm really looking forward to playing back in GNL, and I'm looking forward to being on SoftIceCream's team because I've learned so much playing him. My former, kind of training partner was Buzzkill because we were on the same team last season in GNL. So now we're foes, and it'll be fun to switch up the, kind of the race I'm sparring with week in and week out. But I'm really looking forward to the season, especially because I'm just getting destroyed on ladder right now. So it'll be fun to get into these league games and hope some of the things I learned on ladder will apply.
Absolutely. Well, very well played tonight. Congratulations on your victory, and I hope to see you and SoftIceCream again on Fight Night in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure. This is a lot of fun. Thanks for doing this. This is awesome.
Absolutely. Thanks again, and good luck. Good night.
Thanks. Good night.